If you visited a salon that had a strict rule, no mirrors and nothing that could reflect your face, would you stay and follow the rule, or would you simply walk away? Well, let's find out in Yosha's story. In the quiet town of Umuzi lived a woman named Yosha, the owner of a very popular hair salon. Yosha was famous for one extraordinary thing: her incredible speed in braiding hair. She could braid up to 10 clients in a single day because she never spent more than 1 hour on a hairstyle. No matter the style you brought, whether it normally took a whole day or even 2 days, Yosha would complete it in just 1 hour. People loved Yosha's fast, beautiful, and neat braids. Her salon was always full of customers because they knew they could walk in, get their hair done quickly, and leave looking amazing. Everyone praised her amazing skills. But there was one strange rule at Yosha's salon. If you wanted Yosha to braid your hair, you had to obey the no mirror rule. Yosha was extremely strict about it. The moment a client arrived at her salon door, she would warn them and even check their bags to make sure they were not carrying anything that could reflect light. No mirrors, no shiny glass, nothing with a reflection. People always wondered why she enforced this rule so strictly. But most customers didn't bother asking. As long as they got their hair done quickly, beautifully, and neatly, they were satisfied. Dear viewer, have you ever met a vendor with a strange rule like Yosha's? One day, a beautiful young woman named Adu visited Yosha's salon for the first time. She had never heard about the no mirror rule. As usual, the workers checked her bag before allowing her inside, but they forgot to check her pockets. When Adu sat down for Yosha to begin braiding her hair, she pulled out a small piece of glass that reflected like a mirror. She only wanted to use it to describe the hairstyle she wanted. The moment Yosha saw the reflection, she screamed angrily. "How dare you? Who told you to bring a reflective glass into my salon? Didn't you hear that reflections are not allowed here?" Adu quickly apologized. "I'm so sorry. I didn't know about the rule." Because she really wanted Yosha to braid her hair in less than an hour, Adu immediately ran outside and threw the glass away. She returned, sat down quietly, and let Yosha braid her hair. Just as everyone had said, Yosha finished the hairstyle in a very short time. Adu left the salon happily, without questioning the strange rule. But dear viewer, you must be wondering, why would a hairdresser forbid mirrors in a salon? Well, keep listening. Before we continue, I have a small request for my amazing viewers. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please consider supporting the channel by clicking the subscribe button. And if you're already a subscriber, welcome back. I'm always happy to have you here. Now, let's continue the story. On another beautiful day, a young woman named Zuri arrived in the town of Umuzi. She wanted to braid her hair and someone recommended Yosha's salon. When Zuri arrived, Yosha explained the no mirror rule to her. Zuri immediately found the rule strange. She frowned and said, "Why can't I use a mirror in a hair salon? How will I see what you're doing to my hair? How will I know if you're actually getting the hairstyle right?" Yosha calmly replied, "You don't need to worry about that. I always get the hairstyle right. But if you refuse to follow the rule, then I won't braid your hair." Yosha stood firm. Since Zuri refused to accept the rule, Yosha refused to braid her hair. Confused and curious, Zuri left the salon. But Zuri was a very adventurous and curious person. She hated mysteries and always wanted to uncover the truth. The strange rule kept bothering her. Why would a hairdresser forbid mirrors? Determined to find out the truth, Zuri returned to Yosha's salon the next day. She apologized and promised to follow the rule this time. As Yosha braided her hair, Zuri carefully observed how fast and skilled she was. But then, Zuri heard something strange. A faint whispering sound every time Yosha moved. Something unusual was happening. Curious, Zuri finally asked, "Yosha, what kind of skill do you have? You braid hair so fast, even hairstyles that normally take a whole day." Yosha simply smiled and said, "It's just a talent I have." But Zuri's suspicions only grew stronger. She decided she would investigate further, without breaking Yosha's rule. The next day, Zuri visited an elderly woman in a neighboring town who had the gift of seeing things spiritually. Zuri narrated everything about Yasha's hair salon to the woman. The woman made her spiritual findings and revealed that Yasha was being aided by an evil spirit. The spirit made her work faster because whenever Yasha started braiding a customer's hair, the spirit would always be present with her to assist in braiding it. That was why Yasha was able to finish hairstyles in such a very short time. Zuri was shocked to hear this. The elderly woman also told Zuri that Yasha herself was not happy that an evil spirit was braiding hair for her customers. The problem was that she was helpless and had no way of breaking free from that curse. Yasha had encountered that spirit right from when she was born. When Yasha was still an infant, her mother took her to the evil spirit and made a deal with it. The agreement was that when Yasha grew up, she would become a hairdresser so that the spirit would have the opportunity to touch the hair of many women and gain more power. When Yasha grew up, she discovered this terrible secret. But she could not do anything to free herself from the evil spirit. She had no choice but to continue like that. Yasha also knew that if anyone looked into a mirror while she was braiding their hair, she would die. That was the reason she was so strict about the no mirror rule. She was not trying to be difficult. She was simply trying to stay alive. Zuri decided to help Yasha free herself from the evil spirit. She needed a plan. Zuri begged the elderly woman to help her save Yasha because she did not want to go to Yasha's salon, use a mirror, and accidentally get Yasha killed. Instead, she wanted to help her break free from the evil spirit. The elderly woman agreed to help. She prepared a special mirror that had the power to trap the spirit. She gave the mirror to Zuri and instructed her to go to Yasha's salon and begin reflecting the mirror around the room. According to the plan, the spirit would be drawn into the mirror and trapped inside it. When Zuri got to Yasha's salon, she explained the plan to her. Yasha was very nervous, but she trusted Zuri and believed in the plan because she truly wanted to be free from the spirit's control. Zuri began reflecting the mirror around the salon, just as the elderly woman had instructed. Suddenly, the evil spirit realized what was happening. It became furious and started threatening Yasha's life. The special mirror began to glow brightly, pulling the spirit toward it. The spirit struggled desperately to escape the mirror's pull, but Zuri's mirror was too powerful. Finally, the spirit was trapped inside the mirror. Yasha was free. Immediately the spirit entered the mirror. Zuri smashed the mirror on the floor and broke it into pieces so the spirit could never escape again. Yasha was filled with joy and relief. She said to Zuri, "Thank you so much. I have been searching for someone who could help me break free from this evil spirit. It was not only about making hair without mirrors. The evil spirit also forbade me from getting married. That is why I have never married until now. It is not that suitors never came. Many men came to ask for my hand in marriage, but the evil spirit always refused and stopped me from having a husband. Thank you so much, Zuri. I owe you my life." Yasha was extremely happy, and Zuri felt a deep sense of relief and satisfaction for helping Yasha escape such a terrible situation. From that day forward, Yasha's salon allowed mirrors again. Clients were curious about the sudden change, but they were happy for Yasha. To celebrate her freedom from the evil spirit, Yasha organized a big feast. Her salon became even more popular than before, and her customers respected her even more because of her courage and new freedom. Zuri and Yasha became very close friends after that ordeal. And that is how the story of Yasha, the hairstylist who never allowed mirrors in her salon, came to an end. This story teaches us some important lessons. First, it is important to respect people's rules and policies. However, if a rule does not sit well with you, it is perfectly okay to turn it down, no matter how attractive the offer may seem. Secondly, the story of Yasha teaches us that bravery, friendship, and wisdom can overcome even the darkest challenges. Thirdly, it reminds us that it is always important to speak out and ask for help when we truly need it. Thank you so much for watching. My name is African Folktales. And please, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, kindly click the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so that whenever I post more interesting stories, you will be the first to see them. I truly appreciate your support and I do not take it for granted. See you in my next video. Bye bye.